Hello developers, welcome to Xamarin coding tutorial. Today I am going to show you a demo about CRUD operation using Firebase real-time database. So here I have created one sample application, so let me show you. So on the click of add employee, I am going to add employee record in Firebase real-time database, and here on the click of show all employee, it's going to display all the employee details that are available in Firebase real-time database. So let me add new employee. So it's going to add new record in Firebase real-time database. And other operation is like on the click of any employee records, I am displaying two options. Either we can update the employee records, or on the click of delete employee menu, it's going to delete record from the employee model. So yeah, on the click of delete, it's going to delete record from the real-time database, and on the click of update employee, it's going to navigate to same page like add update employee page, and here the user can update the employee details, and same thing going to reflect on real-time database. Yeah, so let's see like how we can integrate this Firebase plugin in our Xamarin Form project. So just on your Xamarin Form project, just right click on your project and click on manage NuGet plugin and install the Firebase database.net plugin in your Xamarin Form project. And so once you have installed this, after that you can integrate that Firebase related stuff in your project. So I have already integrated, so let me show you one by one. So here in models, I have added one employee model that contain property like first name, last name, gender, mobile number, position, and so on. So the same thing that I am going to add in this database, and key here, whatever the key that I am using for updating and deleting records. So this is a key that is available here. Means in employee model, first it will store data in like a key value format. So key is this one, and all the values like employee email, first name, gender, and other stuff. So that is this all the fields. And after that I have created one other class is called setting, and in that I am using Firebase database URL and Firebase secret that you will get from Firebase console. So that how we can get when you open the Firebase console, might be you will see like this screen, and click on add project. So once you enter the name of project, and once the project is created, then it's going to look like this. And here after that, once the console open, you can click on real-time database, and here you will see one create database option. Click on that, and after that you will see here the database details, and from here you can just copy the database part, and after that you can add that part in here Firebase database URL. So the same thing I am using here, and the database secret you will get from just click on project overview setting option and click on project setting. After that click on service account, and here after opening service account, just click on database secret, and you will get the database secret code from here. Just click on show button, and it will going to display all the secret code. That just copy that and enter here. So once it's done, so after that you can integrate that. So I have created two options, employee model and setting, and after that I have created a interface. So this interface it's called like employee service interface, and that contains three methods. One is add or update employee, another one is delete employee, and the get all employee method. So add or update employee is going to take a parameter as a type of employee model. And for delete employee, I am just passing the key. Key means whatever the key that available available here on employee model, and this will be the key. So whatever the object that I want to delete, I just need to pass the key. And another method is get all employees, so it's going to return all the employee type of this object. Okay, so this is the interface, and for this interface I have created one class that going to implement this iEmployee service interface. So this is a employee service class, and it's going to inherit iEmployee service. So to use a Firebase, so you have to create the authentication object, Firebase client object. So I am creating here Firebase client object, and this client object take the parameter. One is Firebase database URL, and another one is we need to provide a Firebase secret. So here Firebase options, and it's used for authentication token generator, generating that auth token. So for that you can pass here Firebase secret, that whatever the secret code we have specified here, and once it's done, then we can use this Firebase plugin to fetch, update and delete record. So here is the first method, add or update employee method. So this is going to take employee object. So here I am checking one thing, if the employee model key is is not empty, that means we are going to update the record. So while updating a record, so I am just here Firebase, and the child will be the Firebase table name. Here whatever the table name that we added, so that same thing you can add any name, any table name here. Right now I am using the class name as a table name, so employee model I am using here. And after that, child means which record I am going to update. So here whatever the key I am using, that same key I need to pass here to update the record. And after that, put async method is used for updating the existing record. So I am passing whole employee object here, so it's going to update the employee model. And when the key is null, that time it's going to add new record. When the existing key is empty, that time I am just using post async method. That post async method going to add new employee. So while adding new record, we don't have any key, so that time we are just using Firebase child, the name of table, and after that post async. So I am just passing whole employee model object, and it's going to add record in Firebase database. So this is about add and update employee method. And another method is delete employee. In delete employee, I am just passing one key that I am going to delete the record. Whatever the key, whatever the record I want to delete, that key I just need to pass when I want to delete the record. So the key will pass here, and here I am using Firebase, then the table name and the child that I am going to delete, and just use the delete async method. So it's going to delete record from Firebase real-time database. And another method is get all employees. So it's going to return all the employee that exist in this table employee model. So to fetch all the records, so you can use Firebase, then the child name of the table that you want to fetch, and just use one async method. And here you specify the return type, which type of object it's going to return. And after that, I am just selecting that all the data and filling in employee model object, like first name, email, first name, gender, and the key that we use for updating and deleting record. So once you have created this employee service, after that you have to initialize that in app.yml, then only you can use, otherwise it's going to throw error. So you can initialize that service like this dependency service dot register, and here you can specify the interface and the class. And once it's done, then just implement this on the page that you want. So here that add employee and show all employees available on the main page. So on the click of add employee, I am just navigating to add update employee page, and on the click of show employee I'm just going to navigate to like employee list page. So let me show you that. First, add update employee related person. So on add and update employee, this is the UI. So I am using multiple entry control here, like first name, last name, gender, and one button. So on the click of button I am just going to add record in a Firebase database, and I am using MVVM structure for it. So this add update employee view model, I'm just assigning binding context on code behind. So add update employee, and this page view model is this add update employee page view model. So all the logic I have written in add update employee page view model. So you just initialize this page binding context equal to new view model name. And another constructor I am using, that I am passing existing employee model, so that we are going to use for updating record. So let me show you that add update employee page view model. And here I have created one property. It's like a employee detail name property. It's a type of employee model. So this property dot like a first name, last name, and the gender, that thing I'm going to use in UI. Here like employee detail dot first name, employee detail dot last name, then gender, mobile number, and so on. So when the first time the constructor calls, so I'm just initializing employee service that we are going for adding record in Firebase database. So employee service, I have created one read only object type of like interface employee service, and initializing here. After that, on the click of save employee button, I'm just calling this add or update employee method with the employee object. So it's going to call this service add or update employee, and it's going to check here, like as I said, if it is like a key is available, then it's going to update the record, and if a key is not available, then it's going to add new record. And after that, for displaying a simple message, I am using display alert. So when the like key is available, then it's going to show record updated successfully, and when the key is not available, it's going to say like a record added successfully. So let me show you. So while I'm updating any record, that time the key is available, then it's going to show record updated successfully. Now let me show you another page, like a show employee list page, that going to display all the record from the employee table. So this is the UI for like employee list. I am using one refresh view here to like when I do pull down, then it's going to refresh the data. And another thing, I am using collection view, and here I am assigning one object item source employee object into item source, and after that this is the just a UI property, like displaying purpose, first name, last name, email, and gender. And after on the click of this any employee, I am just calling one command from this. I am using relative source to execute command from employee list page view model, and the command name is select employee command, and the command parameter I am just passing the current class object. And let me show you that select employee command that exists on employee list page view model. So see here, on the click of select employee command, I am just displaying action sheet, update employee and the delete employee. On the click of update employee, I am just navigating to add update employee with the current employee object, and that navigate to add update employee page view model. And here I am just assigning all the whatever the value come in this employee model, that I am assigning to employee detail object, so that going to bind to UI. And after that, user can update the data and just hit on save detail button, so it's going to save record in Firebase database. And just Yeah, when the employee list page open, that time like we are displaying all the employee details. So here I am just first initializing this employee service that we are going to display the all the employee record, and this is refreshing property I have created. When we do pull down to refresh, so it's going to show loader. So that purpose I am using this is refreshing property. And another thing, I have created observable collection, that type of employee model and the name of that collection employees. So when the constructor is called, that time it's going to call get all employee method, and this employee method going to call employee service dot get all employee. So it's going to fetch a record from the Firebase, and after that I am just adding that record in the object that we have created, employees, and that's it. It's going to display a record in UI. And on the click of this, I am just displaying this update employee and the delete employee that action set. I hope that you like this video and understand the scenario whatever I explained. If you have any query, you just write a comment in my video and let me know if you have any query regarding this video. Thanks for watching.